It's been like 5 months since I've talked, and this is probably gonna be a little wobbly because I'm holding my iPad at a weird angle. I'm planning to get a an iPad tripod mount. Oh, that's of course. Oh, duh, I'm doing the front facing. That's a little bit better. Um, I'm planning on getting like a tripod mount for the iPad, because the iPad seems to take a little bit better videos than the flip cam that I have. So I'm gonna try that. I'm not gonna make any promises. My plan is once I get it to put out more videos. What kind? I'm not entirely certain right now, but I would like to try to do something. As for, I don't know, like, I don't know what I was supposed to be looking at. As for what kind of videos I'm gonna put out, I don't know. Like, I know I said that I didn't want to necessarily do, like, media updates or anything. But, I don't know. Maybe I'll try to do both, like blogging and the media updates. I've actually, if you can see behind me is the shelf. My husband and I moved into, like, we're still at my parents', but we were able to move into a different bedroom, which is actually my old childhood bedroom growing up, and it's the aside from the master bedroom, it's the bigger of the two regular rooms. So it's a lot better for my husband and I and our two dogs. We have more room. We actually have a closet. And I'm sorry, I'm like touching my eyes. I don't have my glasses on because there's a glare. So I'm just trying it on my glasses. But yeah, there's a lot more room. We have a closet now. I have a somewhat bigger shelf for my collection. And I will probably do a video once I get the mount, going over my collection. I probably do shelf by shelf because I kind of tested it the other day and the video was almost 30 minutes long, so I was like, no, better do it shelf by shelf. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. So I've been working for the past 9 months at a nice office job. I really enjoy it. And I mean, it's like one of the best jobs I've had in the, let's see, the almost 11 years that I've been working. Like, I've not worked consistently 11 years, but I've had jobs since I was like 16 or 17. So yeah, it's one of the best jobs. I'm the type of person who doesn't like to deal with people. Like, I'm not a retail person. I've had retail jobs, but I don't handle that very well. And this is an office job. I'm able to, like, and I'm gonna sound lazy when I say this, but some people, this is just how some people are. I get to sit in front of a computer all day and type numbers, which is great. It's less stressful. I'm tired. I'm mentally tired when I come home, which oftentimes makes me physically tired. Like, I don't want to do a whole lot when I get home, depending on how much I've done that day at work. But I mean, I'm not coming home like super crabby and like hating the world like I was when I worked like retail and stuff. That was terrible. I was such a moody person while I was working retail, but it doesn't make me like that now. My hair is like really frizzy right now. The weather in Georgia has been like super crazy, and this is how I've been wearing my hair. Like, for a while, I cut my bangs on Thanksgiving actually. And for a while, once I cut my bangs, I was wearing my hair down and in a ponytail, because before then, this is how I wore it for probably like 5 months, like 5 or 6 months. I consistently wore it like this. And I didn't know that. Like, because the only time I took my hair down was when I would shower and blow dry my hair. I didn't really notice how long my hair was. And then one day I finally like looked at it and my hair was super long. I really need to get a haircut, but I just haven't had the time. And plus, we had car trouble. Like, we had saved up to buy a car and we had found what we thought was, this update's going to be all over the place. We had found what we thought was a really good car for a really great deal, and like 2 months later, the one of the pistons bent in the engine and it was going to cost us more than what we paid for the car to fix it. So yeah, now it's kind of back to square one and we're trying to figure that out, and we're probably just going to wait until tax season to finally get it done. And if you hear scratching, that's a spirit right there, finding his spot for the night. So yeah, there's Jade and Spirit. They're both pretty lazy. Yeah. Yeah, so what was I talking about? Oh yeah, car. Yeah, and like we had the car and we were kind of saving up to move out. We're kind of focusing on getting other stuff caught up, and so I don't know what's gonna happen. My goal is to be, I would like to be out by March, but I don't think that's gonna happen unless like somebody comes along and is like, oh hey, here's like $2,500. Be like, sweet, we can move. That's assuming we have a car by then. But yeah, so I've been working. I've also been planning a baby shower for my best friend, who's due in April, and her baby shower's in March. I'm in charge of the decorations for that, and her mom's handling like the food and stuff like that. And I'm really like, I'm excited to do that. But the last weekend when I was out with my friend, I actually realized, oh my gosh, it's like 2 months away pretty much, because the shower's on March the 5th, which is the first weekend in March, or the first Saturday in March, I think. Yeah. And yeah, so it's only like almost 2 months away. And so I've got to hustle. Like I know what I want to do. I have to get certain stuff ready. Like there's a garland I need to do. Like I need to cut out the cardstock for that, and I need to make labels, and I also need to order the bags that we're putting some of the treat stuff in. And oh yeah, and I still have to print the invitations out. Like I've got the invitation done, which they're super cute. But I gotta print them out, and I'll probably do that January. A lot of this stuff is gonna wait until January, around January and February, because with the holidays, most of my monies went toward gifts for friends and family. And that's another thing, like with this job, like gift giving is a little less stressful. Like I'm able to give, I consider them nicer gifts. Like last year and the years before, when I wasn't really able to afford Christmas, like I had to put a small budget into each gift, and it limited like what I wanted to give people. Like I know it's a thought that counts, like I really do, but like I felt like I could have given a better gift. Like I don't know how to explain it without sounding like, I don't know. I know the reason for Christmas and all is, family and joy and, and God and everything else, but it just sucks when you see something you're like, okay, that would be perfect for so and so, and it's like $30 and your budget is like $5 to $10 per person. You're kind of like, dang. And so yeah, this year I'm able to like have a better budget and just be able to get better gifts for my friends and family. Like my best friend Lucas, my best guy friend, or my only guy friend actually, I should say. He's actually my coworker too, and I was able to get him something like that pertains to his interest that he really loved, and that made me happy that he that it made him happy. Like it put a smile on his face, and I'm gonna cry now. I should probably start wrapping this up because it's about a 10-minute video and I don't know how long this is going to take to upload. But yeah, like it just made me super happy, and I was able, my best friend, Chelsea, who's having a baby, I was like, she had been, all she wanted was pizza. Like, she loves pizza, and pizza is the only food that does not make her throw up during her pregnancy, um, which is hilarious. Um, and I was able to take her out for pizza. And that made me feel good. I was able to get her a nightlight that she wanted for the baby, and like I feel it feels good to be able to do this, because other people were helping me when I needed it, and like I feel like I'm giving back in a way, um, for all the times that I've needed help, that people have given me stuff, and I just, oh my god, my eyes. I almost started crying because I was like, oh my god, I was all emotional for a minute. Um, but yeah, my husband and I have been going to church a lot more regular. Well, kind of a lot more regularly. We actually have to take it in shifts. Like one Sunday I go, one Sunday he goes because of some personal family stuff. But yeah, things have been really great. This time, I don't think it was it last year, last Christmas. I think it was last Christmas. Or maybe it was the Christmas before. Either last Christmas or Christmas before. No, it was the Christmas before actually. Um, I remember I was at my aunt and uncle's for Christmas breakfast, and um, they had we were about to sit down and eat, because that's our tradition in my family. We have Christmas breakfast. We don't have Christmas dinner. We have Christmas breakfast. And my uncle had said, "Somebody, can you say the blessing, Nicole?" Like, my family calls me Nicole, which is my middle name. And I was like, "Oh yeah, have the atheist say the blessing." And like I was in a like bad place emotionally and just with everything then, and oh my god, I'm gonna cry. uh and it's just amazing how like things can change in that short period of time. Like I'm not an atheist anymore. Like, I consider myself a Christian. I'm not like the Christians you see on TV who are just like hating on everybody. um I come from a Southern Baptist background, and like I love my church because we believe in like love and acceptance of, well, yeah, love and acceptance of everybody, regardless of what you've done. Almost. um, and I don't believe I should hate somebody for, yeah, I feel stronger in my faith, and I can't believe that probably like 2 years ago, um, I forced myself not to believe just because I was in a really bad place, and I had thought that I had been abandoned, and that like I'd been abandoned spiritually, and I think that I needed that to happen though, like not to be abandoned, but I needed to feel like in that low place so that I could pick myself up and learn and just be a better person. And I think those experiences and the experiences since then have helped me grow. Like, my husband and I are somewhat better at money management. Like, we used to be so terrible. Like, we would, like, a bill would come up, and I hate admitting this, but a bill would come up, and I'd be like, well, I can pay it next payday. I want to go get, this video game or this movie or this, like, this thing, you know, I would rather spend my money on something else other than a bill. And then the next paycheck would come around, and that bill that I had put off till then, like I had other bills that needed to be paid that with that paycheck, and so it just kind of piled up on each other, and just it was a snowball effect, and it was all because I guess I was selfish, you know. And now like I have a couple bills, like I get paid biweekly, and depending on the due dates, like I will pay them like a week or two early, just because I'm like, well, I know that it's due on this day, and that's 3 or 4 days or even a week before I get paid. Um, so I might as well pay it now because I don't want to make that call. Hey, can I pay 4 days late? It's 4 days, but that's 4 days late. And I don't want to do that anymore. Like, sorry, um, that whatever can wait when I have money. And if I have money left over after bills, then yeah, I'll go get that. But I'm learning, like, my husband and I are both learning that bills need to come first. Granted, we're not saving like we should be, but that's something we're working on. Um, and yeah, it's just, it's, we're getting there. We're, we're 20, I'm 28, he's 30, oh, dang it, sorry. He's 35, he'll be 36, and I'll be 29 next year. Um, and we're finally getting this adult thing, I guess. It only, took us like nine, no, like 8 years of marriage, or seven, no, 8 years of marriage. And yeah, it's crazy. Ah, but I should probably go because this video is like 17 minutes long already. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go and maybe I'll do something tomorrow. I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to make promises because as you can see from my upload history, I'm kind of sporadic with my uploads. I think once, and also right now my laptop is dead. Like, well, it's not dead. It's still usable, but you have to be very patient with it. So it's not the best for uploading. So I've been using the iPad mostly to do everything. So yeah. Um, that's it. I will